Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. We're starting a brand new Factorio series. I'm pretty excited about it, as usual. So we're just going to start. We're just going to go. We got trees to chop. We got rocks to chop. We've got things to do. So no sense in dilly-dallying. Let's just get these things chopped. And there's not a lot of trees. Okay, there's some over here. We'll go get those. So yeah, this is I've done a number of single-player Factorio series on this channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're coming back from a previous Factorio series, welcome as well. But in my previous Factorio series, they've all kind of shared a theme in that they've all been just pure vanilla. And the more astute observer of Factorio and my channel may have noticed already that there's something a little bit different about this playthrough. In that we are actually going to be installing some mods. Don't worry, or do worry, depending on what your expectations of a modded Factorio playthrough are. We're not going to do anything crazy. I'm not going to be doing any overhaul mods. No angels, no C-block, no nothing like that yet. In this one, we're going to keep it more quality of life, cosmetic sort of theme going. And there's been... I've used mods in the past in my single-player campaigns by myself before I started recording, and there were several of them that I particularly enjoyed. And I've spent some time on the mod portal, as well as looking around just other people playing Factorio to see what they were using. And I've come across a list that I want to try out, so that's what this series is going to be about. Kitch tries out mods. I kind of want to make it a showcase. I don't know how far that's going to go. But I want to kind of showcase a mod in each episode, and this first episode, what we're looking at here, is the Alien Biomes Mod. It's kind of fun. It adds some additional biomes to the environment. You can see we're I'm kind of in kind of a little red desert. I don't know. It had kind of a Martian feel to it. I liked it. There's a lot of other biomes that you can get as well. There's some that are like volcanic, some that are snowy. There's some that look like the Easter Bunny just threw up all over everything. It is fantastic. I kind of did like a mid-range. There's a lot of rocks in this mod. A lot of rocks. There's a lot of terrain that looks really cool, but there's a lot of rocks. The red kind of area seemed like a nice little compromise. So this is where I landed. We've got some nice stuff in our starting area. It's a default setting map as far as biters are concerned, and everything else resources-wise, it's basically the railroad settings modified a little bit. I will post a string, map exchange string, down in the description below for this particular map. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. Going to be adding some mods, and we're gonna be adding them slowly and surely, and we'll get those modded playthroughs started. I'm gonna click Alt or hit Alt so we can do that, get that part of the playthrough done. We'll roll the intro, and then we'll get to building our base. All right, so I usually spend just a lot of time chopping trees in the beginning. I'm wondering if we're gonna have to worry a little bit about wood, because it seems to be kind of scarce in this biome. I mean, it may not be, it may just be hidden because a lot of it is in these fallen logs. I don't know, we're gonna get a little bit of a good supply, and I think we probably need to try to get coal up and running as soon as possible to be able to preserve some of this wood. For that, we need stone. Well, we have that. That's lying everywhere in droves. Oh, and we can get some coal from this this rock as well. So yeah, I really been looking forward to this playthrough. I kind of held out a little while for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is, if you're not familiar with this channel, every time we put up a new Factorio series, it gets suspended by YouTube. I can't wait on that. So we may have to take a couple of day break, as the channel goes down because of the series, but I'm not going to stop. I'm not doing anything wrong here. So we're just going to continue forward. And there's been some other things too. I've just been really busy. And I'm hoping to keep this series up a little bit better than some of my others. That I had to make some compromises. Oh, I forgot we had coal. Let's just put coal down. Let's just put lots of coal down. Well, actually, let's go ahead and pull all of this coal and all of this wood out because I'd mentioned that we're going to highlight a single mod per episode. That, however, is not true on this first one because I also installed the even distribution mod, and it is actually really cool. Basically, you just grab your resource and right-click and control drag, and it distributes all of your stuff evenly amongst everything that you have placed. It's a really cool mod, and it solves a big problem that I've had with Factorio in that it's hand filling furnaces. It's no fun for anybody involved. My problem with the mod has always been that you just use it for this just small, tiny, little specialized area of the game, and that's really it. Just the beginning when you're doing burner furnaces, it's extremely handy, and then for the rest of the game, it's never used again. But you know, it's a mod. It's a modded playthrough. We're spotlighting mods. And it's a very good mod for that purpose. And this episode right here is where we need to use that and where we're going to use that. Found a little bit of a forest over here. There's one up there to the upper left as well. So I'm going to stop freaking out a little bit about our usage of wood. And we're going to go ahead and get this coal chain started up anyway. And yeah, let's go ahead and make all of these furnaces and get a couple more of these burners running for us. Boom. Excellent. Let's see. No, let's do math here. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 more of those, and we're gonna want 2 for copper. And boy, I don't think we're gonna need 1 for stone. I really don't. We've got plenty of stone to manually do. Let's go ahead and grab some boxes anyway, and we'll just let these guys go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, just 4. Get you guys all set up there. We'll just evenly distribute things out there, get those going, and take these 2 up, and let's grab some more coal here, and we'll take these up to copper and get the copper running. Copper's a ways up here, so we don't want to spend a lot of time going back and forth to get copper. Excellent. It's a little bit different getting used to distributing stuff that way. I was actually getting pretty good manually doing it. But I think as far as the burner equipment goes, we are in pretty good shape. Let's see, we're going to need a couple of those. We're going to need a lot of that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and we're going to need some miners and stuff. I think that's going to be mostly dependent upon getting some copper. Let's go ahead and grab a nice big chunk handful of iron here, and we'll go up and visit the copper, see how it's doing. Grab some trees along the way, might as well. What do we have? 79 wood. Let's get that up to 100 maybe. Seems like a nice round number. And let's see, we do need a pump. We are going to need one of these. We're going to need 1 more of those. And let's see, what are we missing? What are we missing? Okay, so interesting. Your reach does affect that, which makes sense. Boom. All right, so let's see where we're at here. We've got 4 of those. We've got 2 of those. We got 1 of those. We got a pipe. We got some belt. We got our inserters. We're going to need maybe like 2 miners to start out with. Did we get our lab? Did we make our lab? I don't think we made our lab. Let's make our lab, and we're going to need power poles. A power pole, and that's going to require some more copper. Let's go grab that. Let's go ahead and set our research up for automation, because that's what we're going to need. All right, and let's take a look at where we probably want to build our power. I don't remember where I wanted the bus to go off. I think it was this direction, but it might have been down. It might have been down, but it might have been that direction. I don't remember. So let's build power over here, I think. That's power poles. We're going to need 10 of those as well. Let's get that started. So yeah, I think starting power over here will be fine. Let's go ahead and just take it up as far as we need to. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Actually, it would probably use less if we did it from, like, down here. There we go. Now we just need 2 pipes, and that will be ready to go. All right, and we just interrupted that. We have 2. We need 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I know I can manually fill these up, but why do that when you can just automate it? We're going to reach a situation point. That's going to be a lot of belt. A lot of belt to get that over there. Oh, I did that wrong. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to initiate the autofill whenever you are by clicking on something. That was a mistake on my part. There's a big warning that says do not do that. So of course that's going to be the first thing that I do. Let's see, we want to take this belt probably down here. And we're going to have to get rid of some rocks to make that to occur, but it's really not that bad. We might even get some extra coal in that. Yes, we did. Problem is we're going to run out of belt. We're going to run out of belt very, very quickly. All right, this time, let's try it by doing it the correct way. For some reason, we missed 2. Are you guys running wood? You guys are running wood. That's why that occurred. So let's just manually get some belt running. We can go ahead and run power though. No reason why we can't. Let's see, we're gonna have to manually take this over because it is just out of reach. And let's see, that's gonna run on this line right about here. Hey, does that just line up perfectly? If this collides against this belt, I'm gonna cry. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? That's fine. I mean, we're waiting for belt to build. We have a lot of belt to build. Let's just queue some more of it up. And we'll go ahead and snag this iron here while we're here. We'll just take it down. Just take it down. No reason not to. It's fine. I don't like that either. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, we're not going to start this disorderly. That's not the way this episode is going to start. It's going to get there eventually, but we're not going to start it that way. And we'll get we'll get a little bit of extra stone. And while we're sitting there doing this, we might as well make some things. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get those inserters running. And more belt will always be needed. What else do we need? Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll make those stone furnaces. All right, a little bit extra effort to get get power up and running in an automated fashion, but I believe it is going to be worth it in the end. All right, that is those guys set. Let's go ahead and grab the coal since we're here. Gonna go ahead and get all of those. We'll go ahead and fill you guys up as well. Then we can go down here and prime this. And that should make this thing go. Hopefully that'll be enough to last until the coal gets down there. We shall see, but we do have enough to go ahead and start doing this right here. So let's go ahead and get that going. We already selected automation, so it's going to get started. Let's grab some coal. Let's go up and visit copper real quick. Go ahead and grab that excess copper and refill all of the furnaces. And let's see, we've got 10 inserters. We're going to need a couple of boxes. Probably always need more power poles. Always need some more inserters. Anything else we need? We need miners eventually. I'm gonna go ahead and build another science lab as well. We might take that back. Actually, let's take that. Let's take that science lab back. We don't need. We'll make that here in a minute. While that's building and we're waiting for automation to go, we will go ahead and knock out some of this stone. And this is going to be a modded playthrough. There's going to be mods. We're gonna add several. Keeping them in the cosmetic / quality of life departments. Don't want to do anything too crazy. You know what I mean? But if you do have suggestions, I've already got a list of probably about 5 or 6 that are what I consider must-have. I've got a list of about 20, I think, that are on the meh list. But if you do have suggestions for mods, ones that you like, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely go and check those out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a lab. I'll check them out and see if I can find a place for them in my game with the theme that I'm going for. Let's see. Let's go straight for logistics next. It's a little bit expensive, but you know what? We're automating stuff, so what's it matter? I'll put you go there. You go there. You go there. Dot, 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 and dot. Is that it? Put one over there. Box, 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 box. Assembly machine right there. Okay, so you make gears. You make gears. You make transport belt. And you make red science. And we'll buffer the extra gears over here, but we only maybe want a stack of those. We fill this with iron. We fill this with copper. We get some power. Let's see, dot. And like that. And there we go. That gets automated. That gives us automated transport belt. We get one gear facility just completely dedicated to that. That ratio is pretty much 1-to-1, so that will just sit there and go. The gear ratio to science pack ratio here, however, is not 1-to-1. So that's why we have this little buffer chest off to the side. And you know what? Let's just go ahead. We're going to go ahead and commit to this. We're going to go ahead and put another one right here. Let's see. We need to take you down a notch. You make those. You make those. And we're going to have to put another box over here. Well, actually, we can just put copper in that box and it'll be fine. Go ahead and take half of our copper, put it in here, and that'll double up science and get it running just a little bit faster, as well as put some gears, buffering there. All right, so not a bad start. I think I've done it faster before. I was a little bit confused in that in using the new mods, the new mod that I'm using here, and boy, that coal was just really far away. But it looks like it's caught up. We are doing really good on electricity. We're doing fine on electricity, we'll say. We've got a ton of iron plate, and we have our science automated. I am going to sit here and just make an absolute ton of inserters. And once that is done, we will come back for the next episode, where we will get into the next phase of what I typically do in my second episode is set up our temporary permanent smelting operations, and we will get to that next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you then.